Today we shall set off for the beautiful island of Lefkada. Lefkada is an island that has quality. Its beauties are scattered but many. There are crystal clear waters and magnificent beaches. Lefkada has in fact been a favourite among poets and artists. Every corner on Lefkada is magical and poetic. Before we reach this magnificent island, our itinerary takes us across the famous Rio Bridge, a recent technological wonder in Europe. There are, though, other shorter routes that lead to Lefkada from the mainland. During the journey, we travel on roads that border the Acheloos River, a wonderful river that crosses through plains whose lush vegetation is almost divine in nature. Centuries-old trees grow their roots deep into the banks of the river, whose gushing waters flow in all directions. In the past, thousands of brightly coloured birds would fly carefree above the river, giving the area a fairy tale aspect. But now the birds are much fewer. The countryside, though, has not lost its charm and splendour. As we gaze at the Acheloos River, Strauss's waltz, The Blue Danube, comes to mind. Close to the river, the rugged landscape and wheat fields that make the scenery unique. From Acheloos we reach Amphilochia, a city that has little to be envious of other Greek cities. Scenic settlements, magnificent beaches, and rocky inlets that provide tranquility. In its picturesque port, every kind of boat declares its presence on the rippling sea. Our destination, though, is Lefkada, the fourth Ionian island in terms of size. A sun-drenched island which has at times been rocked by earthquakes, but knows how to recover from these nightmares quickly and welcome tourists from the world over. Its beauty is a reality that draws like a magnet all those who worship such sites. We can see the picturesque causeway that not only facilitates access but also gives a magical touch, in particular in the early evening and night. The castle stands still to remind us of bygone times when glamour and glory concealed turbulence and violence. Notice a dilapidated windmill here and there, and the familiar lighthouses on the coast. head for Vonitsa, where God was somewhat wasteful in the beauties he distributed. Quaint bridges, fantastic beaches, magnificent medieval castles that conjure up images of old times, times of romanticism, bloody conflicts, and the excitement of fairy tales that held both fear and charm. It is difficult to tear our gaze away from the seascape and the eateries on the waterfront that beckon with many delights at all times of the day. The town is buzzing with life and creativity. Here the people live everything intensely. The natives and tourists are served in the numerous eateries, all of them stylishly decorated and cheap. Their staff welcomes the customers with a smile on their lips. Everything in this town has been built with artistic taste. In the little streets there are artistic objects that can be purchased at low prices. The Greek flag flutters in the wind on many of the houses, giving a picturesque touch. In the narrow lanes, the sweet aroma of the flowers will captivate instantly. Narrow, clean side streets that invite visitors to take a stroll along them. Early in the morning they are empty, but later they are teeming with life. in the summer months, the island is swamped by tourists. Lefkada boasts of splendid beaches. Porto Katsiki is one of the most beautiful and draws crowds like a magnet. Here, the divine splendor is breathtaking.
Σοφία δωρεά, θρέμα δικό μου και χαραμέλα ελπίδα στα νυχτή. Φίλα που σε μη μορφή.
40 kilometers further away is Egremni with its rugged beauty. All the beaches on Lefkada will captivate visitors.
Εσύ του λογισμού μου, θωρώ το γλυκό άγγιγμά σου, τη μία μα νιώθω τη ματιά σου, φέρνει ανάσα του κορμιού μου. Εσύ του λογισμού μου, θωρώ το γλυκό άγγιγμά σου, τη μία μα νιώθω τη ματιά σου, φέρνει ανάσα του κορμιού μου.
On this island, remains of mills and ancient walls can still be seen. Goodbye, Lefkada. We shall always pay you a visit to marvel at your exquisite beauty.